Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Wash Network Live. I'm Matt DeWolf.
And I'm Christina Jensen, and we are joined now by Paul Fazio from Sonny's, the car wash factory. Paul, thanks for stopping by and chatting with us.
Thanks for having me.
So lots of questions for you. First question is, where do you see the industry right now?
On the conveyor side, what we've seen recently is nothing short of explosive growth. In fact, from the industry studies we've done, I would say that in the last 5 years, we've probably seen an average of about 17% growth a year, and we don't see it stopping. And the sense of urgency that we're seeing in the industry right now, and you feel it on the floor, it's just amazing.
So what do you think changed? I mean, obviously the economy tanked pretty hard several years ago, and we took a while to come back out of that. Now it just seems like we are on a rocket path. What do you think made that switch?
Well, so yeah, I agree with you. So we hit our high last time in 2007. I pegged the market then at about 135 million in sales for equipment to the OEMs. I would tell you that this last year we think it was right around 203 million, which is by far the highest we've ever had in our industry. And I think it's absolutely being driven by the owner-operators because of the success they're having with the express model. In fact, I think it would be even higher growth rate if they could find land easier.
Oh, sure, yeah, because there's nowhere to build a wash.
Right.
So do you think that, you maybe know this, you maybe have the data for this, is it more new investors or is it more kind of a progression into multi-site operators?
A lot more on the multi-site. So I would say of the deposits we're getting now, about 80% of them are new builds and about 20% are redos.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, I was just going to say, you said there was a lack of land out there for people out there trying to find sites. I mean, any advice out there? I know that that's a problem these days.
So there's some of the guys are trying to hire high-end real estate companies that specialize in finding this type of a site. Companies have done that before for people like TGI Fridays or other large retail that, ground up, not storefront like a Subway sandwich shop. And I don't know yet if they're having success with it, but I know they're trying different avenues.
Are you seeing a lot of conversions going on? People finding old self-serve sites and turning those into expresses? Whenever
possible. So old self-serve sites or old full-serve sites, if they're laid out properly where some express vacuums can be put in. And for those sites that are the old sites that can't be converted, I don't know.
Just wipe them down, I guess.
It's the death of the spiral of death, I think, is going on. So yeah, they're getting left behind. So we'll see what happens.
Is there anything that you all are kind of watching out for in the industry right now, or like any kind of a trend you're kind of keeping your eye on?
I think one of the challenges we're seeing because of this explosive growth is areas of either saturation or areas where which is mind-boggling to me. Guys that are looking to build down the street from other guys. I thought these guys were coming into this business to make money, so the idea of splitting a pie just doesn't make sense to me.
Where do you see Sonny's in 5 to 10 years?
I think what we've done recently at Sonny's, I acquired a couple other companies. So we just bought Diamond Shine. I bought my distributor out of the Southeast, and I just bought Mr. Foamer. And what we really were trying to do is put together a true total offering for our clients. With the client of today, what's very different of the client of today than the client of yesterday, these guys are building their businesses at an explosive rate. They're looking for us to do more for them. The client of yesterday did it for himself. The difference between the car wash professional and the car wash investor, totally different. They're asking us for more, so we decided to deliver it for them.
Interesting. Do you think that change happened quickly? That change to, hey, I want someone to handle this for me?
We've seen it since around 2000, the shift. So as the new investors started entering the market around 95, 96, 97, you saw the change, the creation of Mr. What I would call the first time of the initial roll-up time, when Wall Street Journal was doing a lot of articles about the fragmented car wash industry, it attracted a lot of attention. And then of course in 2001, you really had the launch of Express. Once that happened and that investor money started coming in, there was a real change in who the owner was. And it's been since then that we've seen the change. And why we've reinvented Sonny's 3 times over since. So when they started coming in, rather than talk about my equipment versus his equipment, as my competitor would talk about their equipment, we were talking about education. Showing these people how to be successful in the business. Did they really care about my side brush versus his side brush? I don't think so. I think they were looking for someone that could take them by the hand and show them how to be successful in the car wash business.
Do you think more businesses are doing the education model like you guys once did?
Yeah, I see several more starting to add it now. I think they've watched our success and decided, I think I'll do that too.
That's funny. Well, they say what thievery is the most sincere form of flattery.
Hey, it is what it is.
Right,
You know?
yeah, right. Well, Paul, we're excited to have you here at the show again. As always, it's always fun to have you. Thanks for spending some time with us on Carwash Network Live.